Hey y'all, welcome back to another Psalm study. We're getting into Psalms chapter 27 and 28. So 27 is my stronghold, 28 is my strength, and we know who we're talking about here, the Most High. Yahuwah is my light and my deliverance. Whom should I fear? Yahuwah is the refuge of my life. Whom should I dread? Right? So if Yahuwah is my light and deliverance, and he is the refuge, who is there who's going to scare me? Who is there that I'm going to be afraid of? What man on this earth is going to put fear in my heart if Yahuwah is these things? No one. When evildoers come against me to eat up my flesh, my adversaries and my enemies, they shall stumble and fall. And who does that? Yahuwah. And what do you have to have? Trust, faith, and hope in him and be obedient. Though an army encamps against me, my heart does not fear. Though battle comes up against me, even then I would be trusting. One matter I asked of Yahuwah. This I seek, to dwell in the house of Yahuwah all the days of my life, to see the pleasantness of Yahuwah and to acquire in his Hakal, which is sanctuary. But that goes back to 26 when he talks about being in his abode. And I have loved the abode of your house and the place, the dwelling place of your esteem. Those go together. For in the day of evil, he hides me in his booth. In the concealment of his tent, he conceals me. On a rock, he raises me up. And now my head is lifted up above my enemies all around me. And I slaughter in his tent with slaughters of sounding. I sing, yes, I sing praises to Yahuwah. So slaughtering is a sacrifice. So he would be giving praise, he would be giving thanksgiving, he would sing, right? Like he says here. Hear, O Yahuwah, when I cry with my voice, and show me favor and answer me. To my heart you have said, seek my face. Your face, Yahuwah, I seek. Obedience, okay? Do not conceal your face from me. Do not turn your servant away in displeasure. You have been my help. Do not leave me, nor forsake me, O Elohim of my deliverance. When my father and my mother have forsaken me, then Yahuwah does take me in. And this makes me think of the people whose parents have abandoned them, who their parents didn't want them, just kicked them out, or they just left them on the street or left them homeless. You always have Yahuwah on your side. He is always a father to the orphan, right? Now, typically, when it talks about taking care of the orphan, the orphan meaning that the child does not have a father, right? So it's just the mother, the widow, and the child because the father has died. But this right here, when my father and my mother have forsaken me, then Yahuwah does take me in. That was what I was talking about in my previous video in Psalms 26, is that when it comes to family, just because they're blood, that means nothing. That means absolutely nothing just because a person is blood. That's something that we have to unlearn, that you have to deal with a person just because they're family, just because they're blood. No, you don't. You do not. You have the most high. You have the most high. That's all you need. Teach me your way, O Yahuwah, and lead me in a smooth path because of my enemies. Right? And this makes me think of here in verse 12 of 26, my foot shall stand on a level place. Right? A smooth path. Do not give me over to the desire of my adversaries, for false witnesses have risen against me, and they breathe out cruelty to me. What if I had not believed to see the goodness of Yahuwah in the land of the living? Yeah, what if he had not believed? He would have gotten got. Okay? He would have gotten got by the adversary, by the enemy. Wait on Yahuwah, be strong, and let him strengthen your heart. Wait, I say, on Yahuwah. And there's emphasis here. He says this twice, and there's an exclamation point. You need to endure. You need to be patient. He will strengthen your heart. Don't worry about what the enemy's doing here. Okay? Don't worry about what they're doing up here or over here. Do not worry about the enemy. Wait on Yahuwah. Have patience. But I think that's where a lot of us get things messed up, is because we don't have patience. It almost seems like the enemy is just too strong, and that because we are made of the dust, that we are weak, and that we can't over and that we can't overcome the enemy. Well, if you wait on Yahuwah for him to strengthen you, be strong and endure, he will do it every single time. He will. So let Yahuwah be your stronghold. Get into 28. My strength, I cry to you, O Yahuwah, my rock. Do not be deaf to me. For if you are silent to me, I shall be like those who go down to the pit. I will die. Okay? I will die. If you do not hear me and you do not help me and you turn your face away from me, I'm going to die. Hear the voice of my prayers when I cry to you, when I lift up my hands towards your set apart speaking place, right? So he has a plea here for help. Do not draw me away with the wrong and with the workers of wickedness. That goes back over here. Do not gather my being together with sinners, nor my life with bloodthirsty men, who speak peace to their neighbors, but evil is in their hearts, right? So that goes back over here. Try my kidneys and my heart, saying one thing, but in your heart it says another. Give to them according to their deeds and according to the evil of their practices. Give to them according to the work of their hands. Bring back to them what they deserve, because they do not heed the works of Yahuwah, nor the works of his hands. He throws them down and does not build them up. I don't want that. Okay? I don't want that for me. Like it says, do not draw me away with the wrong, because this is what's going to happen to them. And I don't want that to happen to me. So I wrote here, plea for sinners to be given over to their deeds. Plea for them to be given over. The things that they're trying to do to other people, let those things fall upon them. And David prays for that often, that the wicked fall into their own traps. That's what we should all be praying for. Blessed be Yahuwah, because he has heard the voice of my prayers. Yahuwah is my strength and my shield. My heart has trusted in him, and I have been helped. Therefore, my heart exults, and with my song I thank him. Right? And this being this psalm, he's thanking him for being his strength. So it's his praise for being helped. So there's like this particular psalm, there's different things here. So there's different parts of it. And that's like with a lot of his psalms, you can kind of see a theme for certain parts of the psalm. And that's how I like to break them down. Yahuwah is the strength of his people, and he is the stronghold of deliverance of his anointed, right? He is the strength and he is the stronghold. Save your people and bless your inheritance, and be their shepherd and bear them up forever. So asking Yahuwah for help of others. So he's praying for others, other righteous people, not the wicked, not the wicked. He'd already made a plea like, let that happen to them. But when it comes to the righteous people, right, strengthen them, be a stronghold and deliver them, save them and bless them, be a shepherd to them and bear them up forever. That is, y'all, like I'm actually currently in Psalm 119 as we speak, and these psalms are so encouraging. Not only are they encouraging, but it's just like to pray these over yourself and to pray these over other people, other righteous people, our brothers and sisters, and also to pray against the enemy. This right here, sometimes I don't know what to pray. But when I open up Psalms, I can pray this. And something that it has helped me to do is I actually started writing my own book of Psalms and laments. I will not be sharing that. That's something personal. But it's another way for me to express to Yahuwah like what's on my heart. And so, yeah, I am loving Psalms. Like I have been so intimidated by Psalms for the longest time because it is so long. So one thing about me is that I actually do like poetry. And so reading Psalms and studying Psalms, not just reading, but studying, especially trying to see when these Psalms are written, what do they correlate with what's already happened, right? And like Second Samuel and Kings and whatnot. So it's been great. It has. It's been a great time. And being a Psalm 119, I'm just like, oh, I only have 31 left. 31 Psalms left. Also, I'm reading Psalms with my son, and we're on Psalm 60 something. So I'm reading it for myself, which I'm on 119. I'm reading it with my son. They were on Psalm 69 because we read 68 this morning when this was filmed. And I am here on Psalm 20, about to be on 29 with y'all. So it is like I am reading it 3 times in a row, but it's like, oh my goodness, it's great. It's every morning, it is refreshing to read a psalm, no matter what it's about. Some of them can be a little down and depressing, because of what's happening in David or whoever wrote the Psalm's life. Um, but that's all I have for y'all.